There's a fire that burns inside. It's an instinct that never lies. The target's tattooed between our eyes. Stand and fight under the lights on the higher stage. A part of your life they can't take away. Just like the blood running through your veins. Everyone's watching through your eyes. There's only two options, win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Not destiny's calling out your name. So reply, so reply. And ignite. There's a power that's underneath, and you can't see it till you believe. On the edge of infinity. Feel the rush under the lights on the higher stage. A part of your life they can't take away. Just like the blood running through your veins. Everyone's watching through your eyes. There's only two options, win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Not destiny's calling out your name. So reply, so reply. Ignite.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hey. Well, here we are again.
Yep. What are the
Who's
chances?
ready for another 8 hours?
Surprise marathon.
What?
Surprise-a-thon. John? We're
A
good?
surprise to me.
Yeah, good morning, sucker.
We're just kidding.
Are we? If
Yeah,
we
we're
just
kidding.
keep role playing, he can't stop us. He could just
Then I
disconnect.
shake her by the
I could just
by the
click stop.
Yeah, you can just stop streaming right now.
That's true.
All right, so remember how before I said that the camera was correct?
Yep.
Yes.
It seems like all of you have unconsciously shifted.
And
We
now
didn't-
Scott is falling off the edge of the
Scott's a
universe.
little bit off. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful. Hello,
Scooter B,
all of
is
it.
your hair freshly cut?
It is. It is like a lawn
In the summertime.
in the summertime.
We do
Erigwen,
not have-
I hope you know that when I first saw him on the video, I said the same thing.
It's like you guys are kindred spirits.
What, you want to do the whole episode like this? Okay.
Ooh, don't mind if
Hashtag
I
advocate.
dig it. Hey, where's she going? Where you going? Where you going? Hmm?
Erwin, I have a twin, but you're welcome to be my triplet.
Aw.
There's a joke. Hey guys, how's everyone out there? We're good, I think. Hey,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been very rainy here in Quebec.
So much so that certain areas, not of Montreal, but like just outside the city, have had to have been evacuated because the flooding is so bad.
Which doesn't really happen.
No, that's not a thing. Like flood state of emergencies and stuff. That's not really something that happens around here. Yeah.
No, we don't get bad earthquakes. We don't get hurricanes or volcanoes. We got it pretty good natural disaster-wise.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
this is special.
It's very special time.
Oh yeah, everyone. The
Yeah, we're
actual like
good.
island is fine. It's just
Yeah.
been rainy and gray and
Yeah.
a little
We're actually
blah.
both on a second floor.
I'm on the first floor, but I have a basement below me, so I'm not good.
Yeah, it's like a second floor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just snow.
Where's my hat?
Lots of snow.
How are you, John?
It's very sunny and hot here. It's been very sunny and hot here for a long time.
I hate you. Just kidding.
No, we should honestly be trying to get some rain. Like it's not good.
It's getting dry.
Corin asks, how comfortable, Scott, was it to wear the eye patch and the circlet for the whole marathon?
I'm gonna go with mildly uncomfortable. I didn't have any. Well, I mean, look, obviously, I mean, you guys were watching. I was cheating it to a certain extent, just like popping it up every so often as much as I could. The circlet was wonderfully comfortable. Fit my head like a dream,
Awesome.
like a cloud pillow.
Fun fact: it was one of my necklaces.
Why would you
We
tell
just
them
put
that?
it on his head.
Which I think says a lot about the size of
Hashtag DIYs.
my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tuxander, thank you very much
For watching.
Hashtag Tiara next.
for saying the marathon stream was awesome and that you were able to that the timing mostly worked out. That was a really good time for a marathon. For most people,
Yeah.
they could at least watch some of it. And that was good.
Oh boy, 30 episodes.
Whoa.
You missed a lot, so
We are-
Yeah, a
look
lot.
back.
Lessons 4.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
30 episodes. I was thinking we hadn't seen you in a little while.
That's really impressive.
That's
Do you have
insanely
any highlights?
Love it.
I just watched 100 hours. I have no highlights.
It all blends together.
It's all blending.
I went to work after marathon.
Well,
Yep. Right after. Straight after.
sorry, Jern.
You actually did?
Oh.
All the bishops. That's no good unless we can see.
Take
That's
a
what
photo?
boomerangs
Or
for.
Good
Right.
day, Captain Daff.
God, die. Okay, you got a little fruit fly on the edge of your
No, I didn't plan like you did, Aragorn. I did not.
Good.
This is Exalted is how I cap off my weekend. Typically after Exalted, I spend some time making sure that I have everything ready for the week, and then I nuke my brain out on a video game until I get so exhausted that I pass out in a stupor, because that's all I have left in my life.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Yay!
Yay!
Ooh. Oh, eye for an eye, the sailor skills, and the spearerang. Very
Spearerang.
nice.
Ring.
I don't blame anybody who falls asleep during Exalted. I'm
Yeah, we all
throwing that out there. Is there anyone who's here for the first time?
If you are, welcome.
Okay.
If you're not,
This is
you're not welcome.
get out of here.
All the bishops, it's weird that I sound a bit like Lance. It's almost like I wrote the words he said.
Oh shit.
I think he's full of shit.
Oh shit.
Listen to him.
Fight.
Hello,
John
Vero.
Fight.
Never written
Fight.
anything.
Fight.
Hi, Vero.
Oh,
Hello.
Vero.
and welcome.
Vero.
I hope you have a drink
You have the X on the
handy.
end of your name, so I'm tempted to say it's Vero.
I know. And so I'm
Yeah,
like,
that sounds
Vero.
right.
Honestly.
But cheers and welcome.
Where we
taking a half
going?
second for
Very
Vero?
aux.
Not going with that one.
Hmm.
Is it sesh 49 today?
Ah, haven't watched
Yes.
anything but watched the YouTube show.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
Perfect. This is crazy. I feel like this has been like my whole life. 49 sessions, including a double whammy.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Good lord.
Oh.
What have we been doing?
Yep. Back it up, Floof. Back it up.
I don't know, because we're like near Nexus again. Like
We sure
we
are.
haven't done anything.
Noctis for life. Sorry.
Yeah, true dad.
Hashtag Noctis for life. Oh.
So
Noctis is life.
you...
Yeah.
That's what you meant by YouTube show. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Real Brickwall mentions his surprise as well as his command of simple arithmetic.
Oh, Real Brick Wall. Yeah, you're nailing it.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Noctis for life, huh? I'm sure that he would tell you Noctis for death.
He would too. Thank you, Captain.
Noctis for Noctis.
Noctis for Noctis' sake.
The drink counter is active, Captain Daff, but I believe Aragorn's the only one who's allowed to modify it.
Oh,
You need a jade,
shit.
You need wielding a jade sword.
At the end of the Chaos Cat thing, all your cables and cameras are forfeit. For those of you who weren't watching the first two
And ramen
sessions,
bowls.
And ramen bowls.
and ramen bowls, I really
that
feel like
means
we need a
that they-
highlight reel of destruction. Because like
The Chaos Cat.
session
Super
1,
Cat.
we had a camera fall all the way over it, like went right down the back of the
Yeah,
the
there's
game.
a couple of
They've
other
knocked over
times
lights before.
where like the camera just goes.
That was really
Cats were
quite
Oh
funny.
my god.
Sit down. It's my turn.
Oh, they're the worst.
Bye, Captain Daff.
Bye.
Yay! They're
But Captain Daff, why are you going to go make tea when soon we're going to be able to hear your lovely voice?
Come back from the kettle.
While he's gone off to deal with his kettle, Scott and I have something to throw out there, which I suppose we should do.
Oh, you're
I'm
happy
so
for us?
happy
Thank you.
too.
Yeah,
We've been
John and
waiting for
I
this
are.
forever.
Well, we've been in love for a long time, you see. We felt that it was time to seal the deal, as it were. In seriousness, I don't know if you want to announce, John. I can.
You go ahead.
Oh, thanks, babe. Babe? John Verrill and I both now have a copy, and I'm super excited. There's a cat on mine. I'm not going to pick it up. Of the Netrunner Legacy game, Terminal Directive, which is both, a deluxe expansion with cards for the game, but also a legacy sort of story campaign thing. We will be streaming our games. I don't know how many sessions it will last or when they will be, but we will be streaming them, and we'll be talking through our actions just in case you don't know how to play. But come and join us. It'll be fun. Who are you going to be playing, John?
Well, Scott, you elected to play the corporation in this particular outing, and so I will be playing the runner, in this particular case, Isla Bios Rahim, Simulant Specialist.
Ooh.
And opposite Isla will be a subsidiary of the very fun-loving, lovely, not at all murderous Wayland Corporation, Scorpios Defense Systems.
Persuasive power.
Murder.
Explosive power. It's gonna be great. Yeah, exactly, Captain Daff. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, he's the man.
So we're going to
Hopefully.
figure out when we'd be able to do this, but it will be done. The two of us have played Netrunner for quite a while now. We started basically around Creation and Control when that was released.
I see
Yeah.
a deck box right here from Winter 2014.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's been a while.
it must be at least three and a half years, I think, at this point we've been playing. So,
Oh my god, are you guys gonna roleplay the Netrunner game?
well, I hope so.
I hope
think
so
that's a really
too.
good idea.
Maybe that's why the two of us were like,
Red.
do you want a corp? Because I might want a corp, because it's a little easier to roleplay the man. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Sorry, bureaucracy again. Yeah.
Yep. That's really
This guy's
exciting, guys. I
super
look
cool.
forward to watching, even though I still do not understand the game.
They'll be explaining as they go along.
It's true.
I feel
We're
like
actually-
they've tried to explain the game to me like 3 times.
It's okay.
But I look forward to it all the same. It's gonna
That's
be
very
awesome.
nice. Thank you. Thank you.
We should get. You could come in and you could be like the round card person. Just walk in and be like round 2.
Ding ding.
and just leave.
Oh, and you're
Or
like
you could-
Intermission.
your parka. I'm
Who
like, what's the
won?
opposite?
Your
of intermission?
Raka.
Rock Pants officially throws it down and says, "Bits are lame. There, I said it."
Did she throw it down in the
And threw down a donation. Thank you very much, Rock Pants.
Thanks, Rocky
Damn. Rocky.
Yeah, you and me.
Mwah. We'll be seeing you soon, Rock Pants.
That just got hella creepy.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we have all the
cards.
cards because we're also, we've played in tournaments. We're not bad.
It's legit. It's super legit. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Ooh.
How
about
just got
murder
a
'em?
scam?
Murder 'em.
Oh, was
I
it the
got
BMO
a
thing?
scam thing from BMO.
Me too. I got the same thing this morning.
BM0 is conducting an update with the app for mobile banking. Reconfirm your
Oh,
personal verification questions.
My God.
This totally
Yeah,
fake.
Click this link and
Email
enter
link.
all of your security
They
info for a
texted me.
bank that you don't belong
That
to.
sucks.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry, guys.
guys.
That's terrible.
Don't trust random text messages.
Don't even trust
me.
messages from people you know.
Yeah.
If you have the same friends that
Just
I have.
don't
Well,
trust. Wait,
Google
what?
Drive.
What friends?
What?
I didn't.
You know who we can trust, though?
Is
We can always trust she, who knows, 10,000 things. Aragorn is in the house.
In the house. Oh, dun 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 dun. Oh, wait,
But we can
no,
also
no.
trust Captain Daff. And
Yes.
we have, because last session was a marathon session, we have a marathon recapped
Oh, boy.
for you right here.
Yes.
Last time on Marathon Exalted. Rain After Storms gives Jorek his sorrow back, then has him strip off to teach him a lesson. Speaks of Silence and Val get closer. Ray asks Jorek to help hide her emotions from her mum. As the Celestial Three-Way approaches Nexus, they see House Tepet banners flying over the city. Raising Conky's colours, Crest Exalted sets down just outside of Nexus. One of the gate guards has had their tongue cut out. Val is incensed. Walking through town, they see the ziggurat has been adorned with the Dawn mark. Bacon Days has burnt down, Val's stage bears her zenith, and the guild officers are marked Eclipse, but the building is empty. Detective Jorek finds Silence's hairs and she goes off to find the guild. Ember finds a plinth denouncing Summer Blaze where she died, which Val destroys. Reaching the ziggurat, they find Fido's bleeding mark crossed out. As they go to enter, the doors open for them. Inside there are many more soldiers, but all familiar stalls are gone. Ray turns and bolts towards her father's. Val and Ember both try to stop her, but she persisted. She finds a fish cannery where his apartment used to be, about 2 weeks old, but she saw him alive and well 1 week ago. They head back to the ziggurat and climb to the top, finding a new door again marked by the dawn. Ray opens the door. Her mum stands beside a window overlooking Nexus. Below, Alvor rests with a goat as a woman brings out a picnic. Tepet Deep Fury wants Val to speak to Nexus and legitimise her annexation, holding Alvor, Tyler and Hope hostage and the city in general. Our heroes take action. Ray leaps out the window to cover her father. Val stabs Deep Fury with her spear. Jorek shoots one of the snipers, but Tyler is shot in return. Deep Fury fills the room with smoke, then sails out the window. Val throws her spear, puncturing her chest, and Jorek brings her down. Ray tries to blame bandits, but Alvor sees through her lies and orders her out of his sight. Val explains how things are as she commits the body, and Alvor relents. All Fates brings Ray back, and she tells Alvor the truth about her mother's actions. Alvor starts to foam at the mouth. Jorek quickly checks the picnic basket, and Val administers the drugged wine. Ray smells saltpeter coming from Totes and rushes everyone out. Val sees a shaved patch on Totes' stomach and operates and disposes of the bomb just before it blows. They all meet up with Speaks of Silence and head back to the safety of the manse. Will Val remember to grow the guard's tongue back? What plans does Exquisite Tide have for Nexus and for House Tepet? How long will John's next villain live? And how will Jorek rebuild the guild? Find out on Exalted. Rebuild the guild. It sounds terrible. Now.
Well, and that was the moment where apparently we lost our player feed. What just happened, guys? Oh dear. Yeah, it's so good that they crashed out. Let's try to bring them back then, shall we? Rip players indeed. The computer shut off. So then while we're waiting for them to reboot, because that's a thing, there's somebody who's just seems to have just discovered LARPs and has posted, any clue if they will make a season 3 or have they given up on it? I think it might be dead as the copyright on their official site expired in 2015. That's not really how copyright works, but anyway. This poor guy who's just like panicked over whether or not we'll be able to continue. I will tell you with all legitimacy, we're still trying. We actually are still trying. We're not, we haven't shut ourselves down yet, and when I say that we're still trying, it's not just kind of like this idle, it'd be nice, but like we are still trying to bring you a season 3. So, yeah, this is what's up. Oh, jeez. Okay, so
Oh my god.
hi. Let's see if we can bring you guys back here.
Please.
Hello.
Sorry about that. Really not sure what happened. Do you think it was the cat?
I do. I really do.
Oh my god.
All right.
There we go.
Just listening to the soothing sound of Captain Death's voice and just like slowly pressing the power button.
Off to a great start, everyone.
Oh, you're still in the call. That's why it's showing me 3 different videos. It's assuming
Whoa.
that
Yeah, I don't
that
know
your
how to
old
get it.
connection is
that
still
one?
there. It's fine. It's working.
Okay.
Great.
They, we need to see.
So let me just fix you here on the screen.
Because John, Scott, and you. Who is you?
You're signing as Lyra. Or guest.
Who is driving?
Who is driving? Oh god. You know what? I'm just gonna stop that.
Coincidence that we were just talking about scams and things, and then the computer shuts off? They're watching!
They're
It's true.
watching.
They're like, this is BMO. Fuck you. And they
I like the idea that they're
No, they're BM0.
BM0 says, scam this. Click.
scam this.
So
We catch it.
you
Daniel
know
got
you're back. That pleases
Hello.
me.
Now the
Yeah.
recap.
Thanks, Laurent. John said the exact same thing when he started our video call.
To which we responded with flick rather than fleek. It was a whole thing and it was wonderful. You stay out of here, chance. More like BM no.
Mm-hmm. Super fast reboot.
Well, Scott, we have one last thing, even though we were supposed to start a little bit earlier, but you have a new evocation.
I do. I, by brutally murdering Ray's mother, or finishing her off, I unlocked a new evocation. And well, by using the other one. So, Final Beat's second evocation costs 10 motes and 3 willpower, or 2 willpower if in bonfire, or an alternate cost of 1 permanent willpower, which I think is really interesting.
That's great.
So it's a supplemental action during combat. If Final Beat, or the wielder, obtains the killing blow on someone in that round, that person's actions from the previous 3 rounds are erased, or rewound, or erased from time. And the only person who would remember those actions would be the wielder of Final Beat and any witnessing sidereals, because there's probably at least one. Let's be real here.
Are you just going to start shooting ants with Final Beat and then using it to, like, erase your friend's memories?
Their actions, like the dead person's
Oh,
actions.
okay.
So, like, if they killed somebody,
If the
you could
ant
kill them
bit someone.
and then rewind it.
Oh,
so they're
gotcha.
Tell
not
me
dead.
if you would kill them with it?
Yes.
Because I thought it
Okay.
was. Oh, I didn't know it was all that character. I thought it was
Oh,
all
oh.
everybody's characters.
no, no.
Last week.
Amazing.
No,
It'd be
it's
so
just
good.
that one character's actions.
Oh, cool.
Very interesting.
Use that charm to kill yourself. Open a parrot.
Ah,
I can just see that now. Jorek puts his foot in his mouth and he's like, Ray, I want you to. Never mind. and then just everybody forgets.
that would be insanity.
Oh, that's nuts, Aragorn.
well.
Oh my god.
That's cute, Lo. Tell her I'm right here. Erwin, apparently, Jorek knows instinctively that. Shut up. Jorek knows instinctively that Starlight Dove did not have access to this evocation when she made a certain kill. So you tell me. You tell me, huh? Huh? What?
Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Oui.
Finally.
Don't make me like turn off the computer again.
Yeah, just kick it in.
Captain Daff actually brought this up already. One of the dangers of moving characters into the end game is that sometimes your villains don't get a lot of time to stick around. By end game, of course, what I mean more is that our players are actually quite strong at this point. Essence 4, approaching Essence 5, at which point their supernals no longer matter. Once you hit Essence 5, there's no reason to have a supernal ability. I mean, beyond the experience point reduction.
Mhm.
But you introduce villains nonetheless, whether they're villains or not, and you let your players make their choices, whether they choose to discover information or end someone. Alvor, Tyla, not in the best of positions at this point. Alvor's traded one drug for another. Tyla, who we haven't even spoken to in-game beyond just a simulacrum, is now present in here. And the person who managed to bring them all together, Ash on the Wind. Courtesy, of course, of one Angel of Nexus.
Ding.
Perhaps most notably is that the Meteor of the Heavens took no part in the destruction of her own mother. Let's see how that plays out. Where did you... Are you choosing to take immediately, or are you going to rest and go the following morning?
Rest and wake up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully wake up. You never
And
know.
where are you resting?
Wake up, you're dead.
At
The
the with the
manse.
manse.
All right.
So we're all kind of smushed into beds because I think there's probably only 6, and there's like 8 of us now
well-
or whatever.
There are a number
Ray
of
and
people who
Ember.
share.
Oh, that's true.
Balance takes a silence.
Jorek and Totes.
We did not bring totes.
Me.
Did we
Yeah,
bring
we
totes?
did.
Oh, we did. No, it's true.
No,
My
but-
mistake.
We
Totes
saved it
be
from a
outside.
bomb.
Saved ourselves from a bomb.
And then we've got
3 fates. All fates.
all fates.
Ooh. And Roomba. Is Roomba there? Anyway, we
The
figured
people
it
who
out.
you have currently are
Here we go.
Valeria, Ray, Jorek, Speaks of Silence, Ember, Three Fates Shadow, Alvor, Tyla, Totes.
I think that's everybody.
And we have 6 beds?
That's
I mean,
my
Toads doesn't need a bed. And then there's 2 people doubling up in
There,
beds,
we're
so
great.
We're good. We're perfect.
They're like little
I know you
seals.
were all worried, so we wanted to put your minds at ease.
NETS'd out donates, which is much appreciated, and then asks hashtag Jorek question mark.
Oh,
Guys.
thank
you
you
for the
so
donation.
much.
Become canon.
Damn it.
I wake up. Ray's there. I move in close for a kiss. She
I
cracks my skull open and
in
off.
twain.
In twain.
You're in twain.
Oh, that's so much for having Jorek on the team.
Detective. Oh.
I mean,
How do you
the funny thing
investigate
is, guys,
your-
that unfortunately I can't force it to happen because that's red rule.
Mm-hmm. So great.
Important rule.
But, if enough donations come in, if enough people want it.
John.
Mouse off his forehead.
Yes.
All right.
So once I've recovered enough motes, I'm gonna go heal Tyla and remove the spear from her body. That's
So,
the thing.
first things first.
Mhm.
Tyla has a spear run through her, which is currently maintaining her life, believe it or not. Corporate shill, Exaltwitch. We're not a corporation, we're just artists.
Oh god.
I'm so hungry.
When you wake up, there is enough fresh farm eggs cracked and sizzling. There's bacon, and there's the slightest hint of something sweet. The unseen servant has made bread. Fresh bread.
Bet she who knows 10,000 things would know what this is. I feel like that's within the 10,000 things she would know.
Yeah.
Roused by the delicious scents, I will stop by the kitchen, make sure that there's tea brewing, because I know Speaks of Silence doesn't like bean juice. And then I will start tending to Tyla.
I'm also gonna sort of upon waking kind of like take stock. Make sure everyone's still okay. Which they seem to be. Take some food quickly on a plate and bring it to Tyla's bedside and just sit and kind of watch Val work.
I would like to use one of the willpower given to me by my cult in order to heal her.
Sure.
And let's
I should point out
also-
that Speaks of Silence is very much not waking up. Not because she's,
dead.
dead or in trouble or anything, but she seems exhausted. I should
this
also
is-
point out that despite the fact that the beds in this manse are not terrifically private, she eschews all clothing.
Yes. What a lady.
should
While
I
this
get a
is
shawl?
happening, I'm gathering a plate of food, just kind of in a daze, and leaving the manse to eat outside.
So she's
Damn.
gonna heal 9 bashing or lethal health bottles. Assuming she even has that many. And after the hour spent treating her and making sure that I treated her well enough, I will remove the spear. And close up the wound as best I can.
When you remove the spear, she doesn't wake up immediately, but nor would she.
Yeah.
So, when you pull the spear out, the wound closes itself as the spear is pulled. So it's not like, I saved her life.
Burn a hole in her stomach. Yeah, also that.
Oh no!
No, it specifically negates all damage done by the spear itself in that one attack. So yeah.
Cool. I'm watching Val work, but I'm gonna go and see Ray. Make sure I don't drown on my way out. No, I'm kidding. Jorek's a strong swimmer now. Yay.
I remember when you couldn't. It was so cute.
The sweetheart.
That was nice.
When you come up, by the way, Ray, when you come outside,
Yes.
All Fate saved nods in your direction, and then wordlessly pats you on the shoulder before heading down into the manse to try and catch some sleep herself.
Cool.
Oops.
I sit down where she was.
I forgot that she needs to sleep nowadays.
Oops.
It's true. She does need to sleep.
Just taking that in, I'm going to go and stand next to Ray. So,
So she's just gone. It's funny, I played over what I was going to say over and over in my head, and it never sounded like that, and she never sounded like that. I didn't know her. I didn't know any of her. And she's gone, and I'm happy. I'm also pissed I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm sad for my dad. I don't know.
you know, I do understand. I mean, I hope that you can forgive us for taking the action that we did. We put a lot of people at risk, and we put your father at some risk, although I think Val and I both knew that it was calculated and that it was going to be okay.
If things had turned out any differently, we would be having a very different conversation.
I imagine I wouldn't be having a conversation.
Probably not. But they turned out the way they did, and I'm just pissed that I couldn't help. I wish I could have thrown her out the window myself.
Do you?
I think so.
I think we can agree that she was bad news. I mean, she's still your mother, and she still had a big effect on your father's life. But she had a big effect on your father's life. Oh boy. And yeah, I understand. It's funny, I had a chance to learn a few things.
Can we get the spray bottle, actually?
Yeah, sure.
You guys.
Do you know where it is?
It's in our bedroom?
Maybe. Sorry.
Good luck. Maybe. Sure, there's nothing else in there.
Totes, by the way, has since approached Ray. Did you bring any food out with you?
Yeah.
Totes bumps into the plate. Not enough to put anything off of it, but clearly just trying to make herself known.
Hey, Toads.
I just start kind of scratching Totes on the head absentmindedly. But I don't think I thanked either of you for what you did for my dad afterwards. And if it hadn't been for you and Val, then I don't even know what would have happened. And then on top of that, you saved Totes.
Well,
Totes means a lot to him.
we saved ourselves from Toads. Sorry,
You
buddy.
saved Totes. You did.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Thank you.
Totes begins to show her gratitude by trying to eat Jorek's fancy shirt.
I let it happen.
I don't. hey! I just like put my sleeve over. It's gonna be a long process, but I think. Also, can I just say I'm really happy you didn't take my advice.
What advice?
Numbing yourself to your feelings, becoming cold, uncaring. I think it might be right, but I don't think it's for everyone.
I appreciate what you said about trying to stay in control of your emotions. And it reminded me of what Quiet Words said about how the best ways to talk to people that you get very, I don't know, frustrated towards is to try to get yourself into a calm state so you know yourself before talking to them. So both of you helped me a lot in that. I mean, I didn't lose my cool. I really wanted to, though.
Yeah. I think we all did.
But in terms of numbing it all completely, I don't think that's something I can do. For better or for worse. Yeah.
I think that's part of what makes us who we are. I will say, funny story. Jorek's a little like red. He's kind of blushing a little bit as he starts to say this. I learned, I mean, as you know, some of my abilities have chosen to manifest themselves in ways that I can affect people, right? Kind of affect the way they think. And I now can sort of, something I picked up recently is the ability to help people let go of or dissipate negative feelings towards other people, hate, spite, anger, disgust. But you have to do it by seducing someone, so, and then I just kind of like look away and oh god.
You fuck the pain away? Who taught you that, Jorek?
Your dad? We cut out really far and you just hear like, ah!
Do you actually say your dad?
Yeah.
I grab Jorek and throw him into the river.
What?
Not in a hard throw, but just in a like.
Well, I go fucking flying because like there's something I can do about that. I try to use my shirt as a parachute, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. Ay.
I have that one from Mom.
Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna. No. I say it in a way that's like, I can't tell you.
But you said your dad, so I do.
Oh, you actually do? Okay,
yeah,
well, then
absolutely.
I fucking hit the ground hard and get up and
No,
brush
I throw
myself.
you into the water.
Okay, I hit the water hard.
Right.
Oh, Ray! Come out, and just like, my fucking shirt is just like
I know.
soaked.
You're fucking shit.
But it wicks water really well, like it's really nice. I'm joking! I can't tell you. Come on. Don't do that again.
Why can't you tell me?
Where do any of us get any of the unconquered sun?
The unconquered sun, training, fun weapons and things, gemstones you wear on your head. You having sex with someone and making them not feel anything is like, that's kind of something new. From what I know. So, what's the deal?
Before you
Jorek?
ask, I didn't have sex with her. But rain after storms, and we have an agreement.
Oh, Jorek.
We have an agreement.
Does Val know?
No.
We're telling Val right the F now.
We don't need
Yes, we are.
Ray,
What?
we don't need to do that. I think you know that there's a bit of a well-deserved stereotype about the Fae, that they don't care about people here in creation. Our bargain is that if I can learn some of her power, obtain some of her power, I will help the Fae create alliances here in creation.
Don't get it flagged for copyright though, hey John. Thank you.
We don't need this.
Okay, but what are you giving her?
I told you,
That's it?
Yeah.
It's never just that.
Well, then I guess we'll have to renegotiate our bargain.
A
if there's ever
vague
anything
promise of something in the future? I don't
not
think that's
so
how the
vague.
Fae operate.
I think it is. If I say that I'm going to do everything in my power to try to make sure that these alliances can happen. Look, the point is that I have this ability now, and I thought it would be funny to tell you because obviously I want to help you with your anger towards your mother, but I'm not gonna.
Oh no, Jorek. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. I just thought it was.
That's the joke?
Yeah, that's the joke. Not great. So I guess I'm gonna go.
Yeah, can you ask Ember to come up here when you do? I gotta ask him something.
Start to walk away. Stop. Come back and just sit down and cross my arms, cross my legs in front of Ray. Fine, I'm gonna do that for you, but I'm not going anywhere until you realize that I didn't mean anything by any of this. Okay?
I realize that, Jorek. Thank you. We're cool.
I think. I just want you to know we're all. You know what? I'm clearly making this worse. And then with that, I get up and I walk away. And I'm gonna go, and just like on my way by Ember, unless he's sleeping, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, I think Ray wants to see you outside," and like not meet his eyes and just keep walking. Oh my god. Oh boy.
As Jorek turns to go, Totes starts trying to chew off Ray's pants.
My pants, Toads. No,
Me.
you're all sex crazed maniacs.
Not all of.
I'm kidding. Ray does not say that. Ray does not say that.
Is it Val? I screw Val. I'm gonna play Toads.
Oh,
Well, so
yeah, I'm just leaving at this point. Like I've messed this up so bad. Like I can't fix it right now. It's like a try.
So that's all right. So guys, just so that you know, that can't be selected as the play of the game because it already won.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna play the game tonight.
No. All right, that's it. That's it.
Which part of it, though?
Oh, I put it up while you guys were talking. The animation's just been playing.
Oh my god. Of the game. Oh god.
Ray,
Yeah.
Totes is no longer trying to eat your pants. Jorek, are you heading inside?
Yep. I'm gonna go tell Ember to meet her out there.
All right, on your way back in. Val.
Hmm?
Tyla wakes up.
I'm gonna go and sit next to her with some water or tea or whatever is at hand.
And the first thing that she says is, I don't believe a language you can speak.
Hi, low old realm flame tongue, or I will spend a couple of notes to understand it. Because I can do that.
It's pretty good.
Or river speak, which is what you naturally speak. It is none of those things.
Okay, I have a charm for this.
What do you
I have to
speak?
find it somewhere.
I think it's all the same, actually.
There we go. One note per 3 to 4 sentences. So you just,
You just tell me when to stop spinning.
yeah.
Where am I? Who are you?
I'm going to start in River Speak. My name is Valeria. I'm a friend of Jorek's. And I'm going to repeat it in all the languages I know. Hopefully she knows. how to
After
know
you
what
repeat it in
I'm
river
from.
speak, she changes to that language.
Okay. Jorek just stepped outside. He'll be back in a few minutes.
Jorek.
You were in a garden as the guest of a woman, Tepet Deep Fury. And she.
You say
has
that Jorek is here?
He will be.
And she
This
tries
is-
to sit up, which is probably not a good idea.
I'm just gonna gently push. You need to rest. She at least put our other friend Alvor here on.
She reaches out and she
highly
grabs.
effective drug.
Are you wearing armor? I assume not.
Yeah.
You got.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. I haven't looked at the man's yet.
So she grabs your shirt or undershirt or whatever, and she twists it in her fist and asks, "Does he remember me?"
I'm pretty sure he does.
And
You
her
need to rest.
face flushes.
You came very close to death yesterday, and if you don't stay in bed, you will
Can
go
you
back.
tell
there.
him
You
I'm
need to rest.
asleep?
If you want
And then
to,
as Jorek starts coming in through the hallway, Jorek,
Like-
you totally see this, by the way.
Yep.
She slumps down and her head just goes.
That's cute. Oh boy.
I'm just gonna sort of tuck the covers back up over her and smooth out her hair and stuff. Be like, okay, stand up. Well, she's gonna need to rest.
Of course.
But we'll see if she can't wake up for a bit at some point and eat some food. But let's not disturb her.
I'll just sit by her bedside and keep talking to Val. So I'm not disturbing her
Yeah.
per se. I just can't believe that
Jorek
she's
gets
here.
up and he starts compiling
Who?
breakfast for himself.
Oh.
You mean Ember?
Or Alvor?
You said
Ember.
Jorek.
Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe.
There's too many
It's
characters.
me.
Too many names. Okay.
Oh boy. I just can't believe that she's here. I mean, I guess Deep Fury was trying to make sure that she had.
All of us. She had Alvor, she has Tyler, and my sister's on the way.
Do you think she'll be coming in soon?
That's how it sounded with Exquisite Tide. And for all I know, they're both on the drug as well.
Right.
And if Exquisite Tide is back on the drug, we're all in trouble.
Tyla's eye cracks open when you say she's on the drug.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as if she remembers she's supposed to be asleep, it closes again. Except not in that sort of sleep close, but that really tightly closed.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like, oh, she's so cute.
Ember sits down
Jorek.
and starts to eat his breakfast. Jorek, you can relay the message if you so choose, but that's up to you.
Oh, right. Oh, boy. Just kind of lay my hand gently on Tyla's and pat it, and then get up and move over to Ember.
Do I
Ray.
get one of those?
what?
I pat him on the hand while also touching his head, and just pat, pat, pat.
They say that it's good luck to rub a fire aspect's head before battle.
I'm really hoping we don't have to fight today.
Why are
I'm
you
just
telling
wondering
me
why
this?
you've never pet my head before.
What?
That's a good point. Maybe I should use it as a good luck charm to not have to fight then.
Is it because you fear touching my head? I won't break you.
Ember, no, not at all. I consider us friends. Of course. You're normally much... Here, stand up for a quick second.
And he does.
I make a big show of, like, not being able to reach the top of his head. I probably can, but I, like, make a show of it.
It's strange, but Ray never seems to have a problem reaching that high.
Speaking of, she's just watching outside. She's on watch, and oh my god! And she just mentioned that she wanted to see you briefly. I think.
Thank you. Did you know that it's also good luck for that fire aspect, dragon-blooded, to pet your head in return?
I like hold on to the edges of my circlet, and I just look at him. Yeah.
And he reaches out, and with his big hand, he just...
The circlet shatters.
Now
Jorek
it's like
has
gets pushed
nothing.
further and further on until it's like
Shards of
Lodged
it fall
away.
into your other eye. You lose.
What is even
mirror
happening?
such jerks.
May you have all the luck. And he heads outside.
Thanks, Ember. All right.
Speaks of Silence, by the way, has now so thoroughly twisted herself in the sheet that it's probable that she'll need help getting out of it.
She's all tangled up and like the ends are underneath her, but like
Yeah.
under her butt or her back. Such yeah, I've done that.
Oh,
I'm a burrito forever.
no burrito. It's not a bad idea. How long is 3 rounds in like killer speak? Give me a quick second. Actually, yeah, it's supplemental in advance, so I totally could.
You'd still be dead.
I'd still be dead, though. It's a good point. Yeah, but you wouldn't have had that awkward moment with me.
That's true. You would just suddenly.
Or a cup of tea.
Oh.
It's those session after a marathon session, guys. I don't know what you were expecting.
Yeah, cut us some slack now.
I love it. So you're gonna sit with Speaks of Silence.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit back down with Tyla.
Who's asleep?
Asleep.
Also, could somebody... here, I'll... it's just easier if I do it.
Okay. What?
All right.
Dude.
Ember manages to make it up to the bank of the river with his breakfast.
Miraculously dry.
It is. That's part of the magic of the manse.
And you have to hold it above water as you like swim to shore.
You can do it.
Yeah, all right, of course.
Bounces on its head.
In the time that since Jorek's left, I've gone from like just kind of feeling like awkward and sort of in shock to starting to chuckle to myself.
Oh my god.
And this has become like an almost hysterical like laughter.
Oh.
Did I miss something funny?
Yeah. No. I think I'm feeling a lot of things and I don't really know how to
Do
Get
you
out
need
there.
time to feel your feelings?
And with that, I just want to grab him and start kissing him.
He makes absolutely no effort to protest. His breakfast spills onto the ground.
Oh no.
Oh, spilled breakfast.
Use it in the bed.
Am I shifting away from this?
No,
moment?
no, I'll stop before it gets too steamy.
Whoa.
Thank you. It had been a while.
It's been a
And
while.
I like plop back down next to the tree.
Ember picks up Ray and shifts her so that she's got about a half a meter between her and the tree, and then sits down in that space
Nice.
and just starts massaging her shoulders.
Cool. Lean back into that. Let's go. All right, this is gonna really kill the mood. But I need you to tell me about my mom. As you knew her. I need to hear what she's really like. I think that's gonna be important in order to get, I don't know. What's that thing where you move on?
Closure.
Yeah. Closure.
Something we move on. Moving on.
You're speaking as to when I knew her as Exquisite Tide's mother.
Yeah. She knew you. I don't know how much she knew about us, but she knew you, and yeah.
What is it that you need to know?
Everything. Was she terrible to Tide? I feel like she was, from what I know. Did
I
she?
wasn't aware that she was being drugged. I was, however, aware that she was very ambitious. It was her who arranged the marriage.
Yeah, I figured that.
And not the only match that she made. In the Blessed Isle, she was known as somebody who would, in fact, be able to close a deal. She knew many. She had this network that she could call upon. It would explain why she was able to reach Exquisite Tide and Hope and Tyla. Her influence was great. And it would seem that the absence that we knew of was her trying to reach a foothold in Nexus. No one knew where she had gone.
She just
No one
left
knew when
one
she
day?
would be back.
And then she just came back one day.
Yes. And almost
And-
instantly arranged the marriage between me and Exquisite Tide.
Why did she do that?
I wish I could tell you.
She wanted to keep Tide under control. Because Tide was maybe like you, like your mom, starting to feel sympathetic towards the Solars, right? But she didn't know about you.
To my knowledge, no, she did not. Although I assume that when she saw me in that room, she
Figured it out pretty
made the
fast.
connection.
There's something else going on. I don't think this whole thing was as simple as her trying to get control of Nexus for House Tepet. I think there's something else that she was trying to do, and I don't think she was alone in it.
Then we will find the others.
We have to.
You did not lose a mother yesterday, Ray. You lost her a long time ago.
I don't think I ever had her.
Perhaps not.
I'd like to meet your mom someday. She sounds pretty cool. I know you're worried about her, but she's probably still out there.
Perhaps. I had the opportunity to find out if she was still alive, and I did not take it.
I know the feeling of not wanting to know something for certain. But if she's out there, we'll find her, okay?
I would like to think that she would approve of you.
Really?
Really. And he stops massaging Ray's shoulders and just pulls her in close in a hug and just stays quiet under the shade of the tree.
Yep.
And even Totes knows to leave the two alone.
Oh, Totes. Shut up, Totes.
No, you know to leave them alone. God damn it.
Val,
The worst. Sweetheart.
after a while, it becomes clear that Speaks of Silence is probably starting to wake up.
I bring over some tea. And I pet her head.
A bed. I'd forgotten what a bed feels like.
It's nice to be home.
Home.
This is the closest thing I have.
You still have a home, though, don't you? Where you're from?
I don't think I'd be welcome back.
Why
Really?
not?
I was only kept because of my sister. We were a pair. People agreed that we should be kept together for her sake as the younger sister. That was the only family she had. My brash nature wasn't terribly popular. So, sending someone off on what could possibly be a suicide mission made me a pretty easy choice. Sure, also I knew how to fight and knew medicine, but I care for that town. I care for the people there and I care for my sister, but it's not home anymore.
Suicide missions, huh?
How many have we gone on? How many
None.
have you gone on?
I never go on suicide missions. I always survive.
Accurate?
And I always will. And she sits up, although her sitting up is more of like a tube kind of rising up.
Like help her shuffle into a sitting position.
I remember being told once that it wasn't important about dying for your cause. It was more important about doing what you had to do for your cause. It's so very romantic to give your life.
Heck yeah, but if you can accomplish more with your life than just that one action, why end it?
Tell you what. Jorek,
Hmm.
I'm going to assume that All Fates Saved is currently passed out.
Yeah.
I'm also going to assume that you're somewhat worried over the young lady who's lying right in front of you.
If only she would wake up. I sigh.
Then here's what's going to happen, Jorek. I need some assistance getting out of bed. Not because I'm injured, but because I'm hopelessly wrapped up in what seems to be silk. And you can either watch or not. I won't mind.
Is there more?
Yeah, was there more? Was there more for that, or?
And then she looks plaintively at Valeria and she bites her lower lip.
What the?
Could you help?
Scoop her up in the blanket. Look around. And carry her into the bath.
All Fates is right there again.
The bath.
Poor
Into
All
the
Fates.
bath.
It's just always
She's
there.
having a bath. No, can you imagine?
Spoil sport. And then
Myself.
Oh.
What do you mean? Before we're like in the
it isn't like it's nothing Jorek hasn't seen before.
Yeah, but I don't want to disturb our sleep. Tyla is injured. I don't want to cause her discomfort.
Discomfort? Due to the blood rushing to her face as she blushes upon my countenance?
I thought there would I got the impression you wanted to do more than just get out of bed.
Why, Valeria, what do you possibly mean? You must tell me more. Whispered into my
carried
ear.
The bathroom
Whisper
and
into my ear.
kiss her ear since she said this.
And the bathroom door closes.
Damn it, takes the silence. I can't get anything done around you.
Well, you can get one thing done
Yep.
around here. Again and again and
Oh,
again
boy.
and again.
I do the like,
and
ah.
again and again. Again.
And then I just start speaking to Tyla, who is like clearly not unconscious, but I'm gonna pretend as if she is sleeping. Well, I was going to ask Valeria what our next steps were. I mean, I have a couple steps planned out. I think the next few things that we need to do. Look at the bathroom door. Look up to where the thing leads out. Look at all fates. Look at Alvor.
All Fates and Alvor are both asleep.
Look at Tyla. Look at Roomba.
Tyla's currently got her face.
Look for Roomba. Roomba's invisible.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You're looking as half as efficient too.
oh
It's just
no.
the
Oh
worst.
no. Oh my god.
Oh, so cruel.
Okay.
Oh, so there's one eye open in the entire room.
Unless there's more in here. In seriousness, I'm gonna just take Tyla's hand and kind of like lean down and just start speaking to her lowly, softly. You never were a very good liar. And there's no need to pretend. You can see me or not see me. I'm here. And I'm very happy to see you again. And I'm overjoyed that you're okay. Or at least, well, you seem in good health. I'm so sorry for everything that happened yesterday. And actually, if I'm being honest, I'm sorry for everything that's happened over the last couple of years. Not everything, but you won't believe this, but I got a chance to speak with you a couple of weeks ago. But you wouldn't know, and you wouldn't remember.
Was it in your dreams?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Couple years, Captain. A couple years.
I'm worried about opening my eyes.
Oh boy.
That I'll open them and I'll see you and you'll be real again. Instead of a wonderful dream.
It's guys.
That's a real.
Oh god. It's not a dream.
And she opens her eyes.
Oh, I should tell you before you.
And she turns her head. And she cups Jorek's cheek underneath the eye. How did you become more dashing?
It's a skill, I guess. Just smile.
Prove to me that you're real.
I just reach up and I touch her face and I like smooth her hair behind her ear.
I wasn't supposed to miss you.
Okay, yeah, I know. I remember how we left things. I mean, if you can call it that. Tyler, you should. There's some things I think you need to know.
There's something you should know too.
Okay, you go first.
Jorek, I don't know if you ever have been to the city of Chiaroscuro. I sent a letter. I don't know if it made it there. We have a daughter, Jorek, and someone... Someone has been taking care of her for us.
I don't know how to do this exactly.
Yeah,
No, exactly. This is what I'm gonna do, guys. I got it. Don't worry.
Do you got it,
Yeah,
Jorek?
I got it.
Hey, thanks for the donation.
I don't respond right away. I don't respond to her.
Her name is Sola. And I think she has your eyes.
It's a beautiful name.
Perhaps you gave her one of yours?
Tyler, there's some things you need to know, but I think first I'm just so... It's just so incredible to be seeing you again.
Yes.
And
it is.
with that, I lean in to give her a kiss. And I need to clarify some language on my charm here, John.
Oh boy.
It just says through seduction.
Yes.
I don't know how
She
far
requires
seduction-
a moment of ecstasy, I believe, is specifically worded in the chart. And
Well, we
ecstasy
know that I
can take
can't
different
provide
forms
that.
for different people, Jorek.
Right. Oh boy. Yeah, no, you're right.
The pantry is currently
It's almost
unoccupied.
empty.
No,
So's the armory.
guys, I don't want to have sex with someone to tell her that her daughter's dead.
This is
What is
horrible.
this garbage?
This is horrifying. Can you save it till later, Jork? We can all lie for 24 hours. Just please. Don't do it now, Jork.
It's fine, it works well.
I'm begging you not
No, it works really well. Oh, God. No, Margaret, I'm reading this later. Sorry. Guys, what's happening today? Oh boy. Okay. Whew. Ay, ay, ay. Tyler, like I pull myself away. I know.
There's a slight whimper as you pull away.
I know about Sola, and I had a chance to meet her. Several, actually. Tyler, I wish we could have seen each other again under very different circumstances instead of here in this place with these people, none of whom you know.
This is a magnificent place, Jorek. I've been listening to the waterfalls.
I'm about to tell you a lot of things, none of which you have to believe. But believe me when I tell you, Tyler, I'm here for you. And we haven't seen each other in quite some time, but if you want to stay, if you want to be here, I think I can make you very happy again.
Yes, please.
The place you're in right now is a manse. It sits atop a dimence? Dimence? Jorek would know how it's pronounced. It sits atop a place of great power, and it belongs to me. Or it did in a previous life. You see, almost everyone in this room are chosen. I am chosen of the unconquered sun. Which is why I found Sola's name so incredibly domain. Thank you.
Nice.
Which is why I found the name so funny, I guess. You told me when I spoke to you in my dream that a woman had come and taken Sola away because she was to be chosen too. And
Yes.
this I only... Yeah. And this I only found out much later, after I had seen Sola, after I had met the man who had taken care of her and made sure she was safe. But my friends and I are followed, of course, being who we are, being what we are. We are followed by danger, death,
The most
destruction.
beautiful anathema I've ever known.
Well, you haven't met her, and I just like point at all fates.
All Fates,
Actually,
by the way, I should point out, when she is asleep, she sleeps lying flat on her back with her hands just crossed over her chest,
Boy.
and motionless. Her hair, like, she looks like Sleeping Beauty in essence.
Is there a way to know if she's sleeping? Like, well, not from here, I guess.
This is literally, I believe, one of the first times that she's ever slept in your presence.
Whoa.
As all fades.
Whoa. But of course, yeah. Yeah, no, I'd kind of motion it at all fates. This is the hard part to say, Tyla. When we met Sola, we were being pursued and we didn't know it by several of our enemies. They are very powerful. And we had to fight them. And there were casualties.
But you made it out.
I did. And I know that being who we are very important, and you should know that I believe Sola was very important too.
What? And we'll go back to Ember.
Oh boy.
Mother of God.
Time to look through my charms.
I lost an eye, but that wasn't the greatest thing that I lost that day.
Damn it. Thanks, Val.
Thanks, Mom.
Are you going to be all right?
You know me, I'm always all right.
No.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to feel. I'm not grieving for her. I guess if I'm grieving for anyone, it's my dad. It's just something else that he's lost.
I have met in single combat several different members of the Dragon-Blooded. I believe I even faced you. Although, admittedly, I don't remember as much of that encounter as I would like. But I've never met anyone tougher than Alvor.
Where do you think I got it
wouldn't
from?
worry. Besides, I've also never known anyone as gifted with her healing touch as Valeria.
I'm grateful that she's helping him and that she took care of healing the damage in that fight, which is usually my job, right? But
I wasn't aware that it was a competition.
competition, it's just I'm not really good at anything else. I guess I
Do
can
you know
fly in
my
airships.
some contribution to that fight, Ray? I jumped out a window so that I could throw her spear back at her. And then I plummeted 15 stories and smashed into the ground. My muscles are very sore.
Oh,
but
well,
perhaps
hey.
not
And
as much as my pride.
I go to like switch spots with him and start massaging his shoulders.
It's a good thing that you have that much strength, because it would be like trying to massage granite.
It's going to take me a while, I think, to get over the fact that she started the fight with deep fury. I'm not even going to call her my mom, because she wasn't, right? She started the fight with deep fury, knowing what the consequences were, and just, I guess, being okay with it. I could have done so much more in that fight, and I kind of wish I could have. I would love to have punched that bitch in the face. And Val took that away from me, and she's helping my dad, and I'm grateful, I am, but I'm so pissed at her still.
Is it perhaps that Val took away from you the opportunity to commit matricide and to make it so that your father would be able to look you in the eye?
If I hadn't gotten to him in time, if I hadn't blocked all those shots, he would have been killed, and she would have just apologized, said it was for the greater good. I'm starting to realize that there are a lot more differences between the two of us than I thought at first.
I am not a physician, but I can also tell you that a wound like this will fester. Perhaps you need to cut it open and dig out the infection. You need to confront her.
I don't know if there's anything that can be done about what two people are. But I'll think about it.
I remember once in a training exercise, I almost killed my sister. It is important to earn your weapons that you fight with them. And so she was training with... And he pats the single diclave that hangs, instead of at his back, at his side. And I was fighting with my own. And it was a slip. Her foot dug a little too deeply into the ground. And my blade came so close. And I remember my mother telling me that there are some things that happen so that we learn that they should not happen again. And that's why she wears shoes and I don't. Wore shoes.
The thing that really scares me in all this is it's so easy to say, oh, Val didn't care about who would get hurt down there in the courtyard because nobody she loved was down there in the courtyard. But what I'm starting to wonder is if her sister had been there, would she have done any differently?
I'm certain that there were those out there who loved the sailor you killed.
Sure there were.
If war was pleasant, we'd wage it all the time. But it's not. And sometimes difficult decisions must be made in split seconds, and they're wrong.
I don't know what to say.
I know that you need to tell her how you feel, even if she may have had no choice, so that she knows for next time that it's something you're thinking about.
I'll think about it. I say again. Maybe I pick up a piece of bacon that fell on the ground from before.
Oh, ground bacon.
Kind of like wipe it off a little bit. Break it in half. Maybe I feed some to him. I eat some ground bacon myself.
Ground bacon.
Ground bacon.
Yeah. 3-minute rule.
3-minute rule. 3-second bacon.
Food
On the
ground
side
floor.
of the bathtub. After giggling and trying as much as she can to not make an excess of noise, although it's pretty clear that that's for Val's benefit more so than her own. She clutches at Val fiercely from behind and just does not let go.
I'll kiss her arm or whatever part of her I can reach to kiss.
I know that it's an embarrassing thing. You'll have to repeat that.
I kiss her arm or whatever part of her body that I can reach to kiss.
Are you okay?
He always asks me that.
Because I actually care about the answer.
You transport me away from all those thoughts and concerns.
Then when you're in my arms, you're always allowed to answer yes.
When you ask, I realize I acted without consulting anyone, and I made a mistake, and if the others hadn't acted so quickly, I would have cost the lives of people very dear to my friends.
I want you to promise something to me.
What's that?
Here in my arms is a place where you can always be okay. Eventually. it's something that comes, I guess, with ruling the world, is that eventually there's going to be people out there who aren't happy with your decisions. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you didn't. I wasn't there. I can't tell you one way or the other. But it will kill you if you can't, for just a moment, let go and be okay in my arms.
I always can be.
And when I let you go, do whatever you think you have to. Put clothes on first. You may want to roll into the bathtub. But just be okay for a little while longer, all right?
All right.
I have a feeling like Jorek's going to be having a very difficult conversation right now. And I imagine he probably doesn't want to hear me scream, so just be good. I don't know how much longer I can stifle myself. There's already too many bite marks in my lip.
That's why I kiss her.
I don't care anymore.
And I try to keep a good seal on her mouth so that she isn't able to make too much noise.
Like a vacuum.
That's how you kiss, right?
So that's what you hear instead. It's way better.
Roomba, what are you doing in there, buddy? Roomba?
Vacuuming! He's cleaning the
He's
pool!
cleaning. He's cleaning the pool. We have a pool?
Oh, the
I have a
bathtub
mole.
is huge! Anyway,
Oh boy.
I think we can move on.
Oh.
What?
Oh, that was Kate being like, I think we can.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I think that is him moving on.
Was. Taylor, how long did you have Sola? When did that woman come to take her away?
Tell me what happened.
I'll spare you the details. All you need to know is that the man who raised our daughter fell in battle at his home. And so did Sola.
Oh.
Taylor, many things have changed for me in the last few months. Some of them you can see and some of them you can't. But the one thing I've learned, the thing that I never would have said when you knew me last, you can tell me how you're feeling, and I promise that I'll do the same. I don't think I have it.
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't feel. I should be sad. I should have a hole in my heart. But she stopped being my daughter a long time ago. In a noble household, Jorek, your children aren't your own. They belong to someone else. I'm sad that this happened. I'm sad that it seems to have affected you, but I'm sad just as I would be sad to hear that any of your friends had a daughter who died. Maybe I'd feel differently if I was there.
I have the feather pin of Sola's that Ray found, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to find it in amongst my
Cloaks.
cloaks
Because you were wearing 4 of them.
and just take it out, present it to her. And I'd like to read intentions, intimacies toward Sola,
Okay.
because I'm curious. I'm going to spend some motes on the roll.
All right. Her guile is 1.
Oh. Well. That's going to be a lot of
Not as good a roll as it could have
These are
been.
doubled.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty good.
So
roll
that's
then.
7.
Minor intimacy. Curiosity.
Guess now she knows.
I guess. Oh God.
I committed
Oh, that's true.
I committed her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she gone.
Thank God.
I mean, look, if I'm being honest, it affected me not so much because I knew her, because I have to tell you, Tyla, I never received your letter. The man who raised her had it. So I didn't even know. But it was more that she represented something to me, and I hoped that she would to you as well. Something, I don't know, a hope for the future, I guess. But I suppose that's us. All of us.
Do you need comforting, Jorek?
I think I need to ask the same to you.
I'm sorry for what happened, but it happened.
She had a beautiful voice. I don't think you would have known that.
No. I didn't.
And as I try to describe to Tyla what her voice sounded like, and maybe any of the lyrics from the song, if I remember them, I want to try to raise her minor intimacy, curiosity, to a major, and add A new related minor intimacy of Sola loving memory.
Okay.
Dang.
You can roll. Her resolve is 5.
Yuck. Okay, well, hang on. I gotta spend the motes for the like extra possible
my
intimacy.
resolve?
Super good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is her resolve being boosted? Boosted.
Sorry, now because boosted has become a gaming vernacular term, now all I can think of is just like, is she a boosted animal? No. No, her resolve is not being boosted.
Okay, we'll take a +1 success.
Oh, sure.
This is not my pool. I'm not done. Like, guys, I'm sitting here with 3 dice in front of me. Liz was just like, oh.
Oh, Jorek.
I think we lost the players again. Oh dear. You know, funnily enough, this is session 49, and we've had to do these remote sessions for quite some time now, and yet we've never had this kind of technical difficulty until today. I bless the rains of Montreal. Let's see if we've got a message coming in. Let's see if we can find that out again. Yeah, they do look so lifelike. I'm getting a message. It's coming in. Yeah, they're shirting Ripley. All right. All right, so we're going to let them take a break while they get their computer back up and running. And I'm going to turn it to you, chat. Is this how you expected today to go? I mean, aside from the technical difficulties, I totally understand that. But how are things going?
Ah!
Oh,
Ah!
are you back?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes, but I don't
Can
have
you
video.
Why don't you have video?
You might have to turn on the video.
Oh no.
There's a button
Yeah.
with a little camera on it.
I had it on. It's on for me.
Turn it off and on again.
Off.
Now that's comedy.
Hello.
All right, I'm gonna try. Oh, wait. There we go. We've got you back.
Oh, just chat.
Gotta open up the Twitch. We gotta open up the Twitch.
Hey, guy. So, John, you're never going to believe this, but right before we disconnected, I rolled and I got 25 successes.
Yeah, it was really
I don't know
amazing.
if you can believe that or not.
I don't know if I believe it either. Are you actually serious?
Punched you in the face.
No.
No, he's not serious.
I mean, bear in mind, Scott, I can't actually see any of your rolls, so all of this game is being played on the honor system.
That's actually a good point. I would like to apologize to chat on behalf of one #ChaosCat, Ripley, who has found a new wonderful place to sleep, which is on top of a computer, which has a power switch on the top. So.
why is it on the top? Didn't it used to be on the side?
No. Oh, my old computer, yeah.
What happened to your old computer, Scott?
It exploded.
Is it still somewhere around? Like,
I need more wine.
Somewhere.
I need
Oh yeah,
more
thank
wine.
you. That's a good
I'm
idea.
just curious.
Do I still have the part? Yeah, I still have the bits and bobs somewhere. The bits and bobs. Because most of it was still pretty good. A couple pieces that were not doing so well.
Gruber mentioned this has literally been the first time this has happened.
Yeah, actually,
Except
it's
it's
kind of
also the second time that it's happened.
Today. Yeah. I think it's super cute and adorable that it
So
probably is
cute.
lit up, and she's probably like, oh.
I feel like the computer's warm, and she's like,
Or
"Ooh, a
she's-
toasty place to
Yeah,
sleep."
or she's just like getting her foot right
That's
on the
it.
button.
Real quick, Wall, I gotta tell you,
Cats.
this is the best
Ah.
case I've ever had in my life, except for this today. It's
Which
like
case
never
did you get, Scott?
Yours, the one
The
on your-
fractal,
Yep.
not the R5, the fractal S?
With like a piece of cardboard.
The one without the opening cover, right?
Right, exactly.
Oh,
And without
that
the
case
clear.
is amazing. It's baller. The reason why power buttons are on the top is so that you can actually reach them and push them.
It's super nice. Yeah, I think I want to blame the cats too. Hashtag Montreal problems.
Oh my.
So last night, in a phase of my brain doesn't want to sleep, it's gonna like think about all the things, like rearranging my whole apartment,
Oh,
because
boy.
that's one of my favorite things to do. And it's like, oh well, if we ever play a game other than Exalted, maybe we'll switch locations. I was figuring out how I could set up my apartment so that we can
Ooh.
stream there, so that we don't have the
No
chaos,
cat problem.
causing chaos, chewing on equipment, etc.
Yeah, I think that's part of the
Fun.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the internet loves cats, right? That's actually the only reason why you guys stuck around, is because they're cats. But
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on my real role. You
what
were
were you in the middle of doing?
I was in the middle of trying to
convince.
instill some new
Yeah.
intimacies. I
that
was just joking with John that like right as I rolled, I got 25 successes, but it cut out. Oh no!
Oh no!
But-
So you like put all your dice to zero.
To zeros, and I was like,
take a
"Look."
screenshot, take a picture with your
Tweet it,
phone.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys vamp for a second. I'll be right back.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do
you have to do anything? Guys, what the heck is happening today? What is this? Like, I had a whole thing. I was gonna be like, Val, we gotta do this. We gotta
Yeah,
do
I was
that. we
ready
gotta
to
go back
do that,
the
and then
Nexus, blah,
Speaks
blah,
of Silence like rolls over and says 2 words to Val, and Val's just like, let's go.
blah. Ooh, Aragwen. That's a great. Whoa! I hadn't. You can see my specializations
I got really scared when I heard
on
that
the.
sound.
Ooh. You
Yeah,
can see my
no,
specializations on my character sheet, but of course I'm only thinking of the abilities in terms of like groups of people or types of situations. But you're entirely right. Like a whole action could be a specialization, but it could be like instill positive, or so like I have a present specialization that I've called solar confidence, to which I mean inspire confidence in the solars. So that would be for inspire roles, but that's such a good idea.
Mm.
Oh, I love it.
Your soap smells so good now. I want to eat my hands.
Friday's audition went well. Thank you, Mr. B.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling these guys that I go out for 2 types of characters a lot. And I mean, like, I audition for them a lot. Reporters and pregnant women. So on Friday, I had an audition for a reporter. On Monday, I have an audition for a pregnant woman. And so the cycle continues.
Do you have any of those like Empire Waist shirts that make everyone look pregnant?
I could wear the thing that I wore the last time I booked my pregnant woman audition.
Yeah, that's
Do I still have it? I think I still have it. It's just
Ripley,
like a
we're mad at you.
flowier thing.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 6 months pregnant.
Yeah,
So-
well, that's what-
Lol.
I
The
mean-
baggier, the better.
So when's your
Pregnant.
pregnant reporter audition?
I know, right?
No, seriously. When it was pretty funny though. I did the
season
reporter
3.
audition and they were like, "That was great. Do you want to do it again?" I'm like, "No, I'm feeling." Oh, sorry. Captain Daft corrected though. Even though the character is listed as reporter, the way I performed it was technically an anchor.
Truth. Truth.
So
They were looking for a reporter, Liz. How dare you be an anchor?
Yeah, get the
I
heck out of
know.
here.
They offered. They were like, "You want to sit at a desk or stand?" And I was like, "I will always sit act over stand act." Obviously.
The worst.
This just in. I have a bun in the oven. Yes. What?
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
This just in.
Oh,
My
Now
now
fetus.
someone's gonna take
I'm
that out of
hungry.
context. Oh boy.
I'm
Oh,
hungry.
it's everywhere.
When's baking done?
When's the bread?
Yeah.
Liz,
I don't bake.
We
so
all want
I don't
fresh
know
bread.
why anyone showed up.
A
They're expecting
butt
fresh
in the
bread.
oven.
A butt in the
damn
oven.
it, book
God damn it, guys.
Aragwen, for what it's worth, That is an amazing idea, and I am stealing it as soon as I have enough solar XP. Thanks. Actually, I'll just borrow from my other pool. What am I doing? That's just it. I have a bun in there.
Uh-oh. I love how, like, 90% of the time, it's Neale when he types your name
Yeah.
for some reason.
I don't know, but I like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Because I'm the knights who say knee.
Permanent typo.
Guys, 454 quotes. So the challenge is...
Such
oh,
a good cut.
boy. The challenge and the question is whether we're going to get to 500 next episode for episode 500.
Oh my god.
That's the real question here.
For episode 50, you mean?
Yes.
5,000
Million.
No.
billion.
We don't need that many quotes.
Yeah, the knights who
Monday.
say Neale.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Hi, John.
we've had a new
Like-
wrinkle.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
a new wrinkle.
Yes, a state of emergency has just been declared in the city of Montreal.
Oh.
I should...
Sorry.
So,
Yeah.
He declared that earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
oh, if that was earlier today, fine. So,
Yeah.
if you guys are okay to keep going, I am too. But if you guys need to like do things like get home or take care of things before like literally you aren't allowed,
I guess I should read what the rules of the state of emergency
Let-
were.
yeah,
I'm just like, whatever,
Because
there's
if
flooding.
if they're saying
that,
like...
that just allows them to access extra funds. Like, that's what calling states of emergency are for, right?
Yeah, I think so.
it's not
before-
because of any election, it is because of the rain.
on like another continent, just like a totally different... I love it.
All right, let's hope this doesn't autoplay a video at maximum
Here it goes,
volume.
guys. Sorry.
I hate
Sorry.
looking at news. I just want to make sure what it.
Because, like, it's not even raining right now.
Yeah, but it's
For us.
going to rain tonight.
So I'll just leave my
48
windows
hours.
open.
I'll remind you, you guys in chat. I know this is going to sound like a jerk move, but we don't comment on real world politics in here, and we absolutely don't comment on the differences in languages that happen to be spoken, where 2 of us were born and 3 of us currently
Yeah.
call home.
Yeah,
For sure.
extremely touchy subjects. So let's not get into it.
Yeah. I didn't
But
see
it basically
anything in there.
allows them the power to order mandatory evacuations. Hanzik Cartierville,
Oh.
Ile-Bizarre, Saint-Geneviève, Pierrefonds, Roxborough, and Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue, and Senneville.
So on your-
No,
So
now
not-
the city has been declared.
Oh, Captain Daff.
Yes.
Oh no, it's gonna be all over the internet.
Let's
Someone
see.
can see it, not know what's going on.
Oh, you were gone, John. I don't know if you want to watch that, or I can just tell you.
Well, I'm going to watch it and everyone's going to hear it again because that's the way it goes.
All right.
This just in. I have a bun in the oven. Yes.
Congratulations.
This.
Liz, congratulations.
I have 2 typecasts, reporter and pregnant woman. That's when I play a pregnant reporter.
It's just in.
That's apparently that's
And it basically allows them to like call in the army and all kinds of other things. Like,
yeah, we're good.
we aren't being ordered to evacuate.
Sounds like she's
I
saying
know
but.
where I'd go.
Now, I appreciate that. I do know that there are certain things that you had to accomplish in the evening. Is it going to be a problem if you can't go ahead and do it? I mean, we have an hour of game left, but I will gladly entertain these folks for that hour if you need to get your shit done.
I'm good to keep playing.
All right. Tell you what, guys, we might have John's Fancy Corner a little earlier today. But we're going to keep going.
Mostly because I want to roll and see if I get 25 successes on not enough dice to get 25 successes.
So it's the one with the computer shutdowns and the state of emergency in Montreal, and
Buns
maybe I'll get a
out of-
tornado warning. That'd be great. You know,
You probably will.
that'll be great. All right.
Ella's just glaring at us.
Are we ready to keep going?
We.
Okay, go for it.
Thank you. I'm gonna just one success, a bunch of dice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sir. 6, 7, 8, 9. What's happening?
Damn,
10,
son.
11. gonna keep yelling.
It's not 25. You suck.
Oh, it's like, huh?
Well, that would be a success.
Yay, Jorek.
So the intention was that she'd form a new minor intimacy of.
Now, I do have to ask,
memory.
are you deliberately trying to make her sad?
No. No, because I was thinking about like wording it, sola, grief or whatever, but no.
Okay.
I know we all really want me to do this, but I don't
Nobody
know if
wants
this is really
you to do this
appropriate.
right now, dude. Nobody.
I mean, if we were going, by the way, chat, if we were really going for a non-delay experience, we'd move over to whatever Microsoft's new stream platform is, Beam, but we'd have to build the channel from scratch. And
Yeah, boo.
is it worth the like half-second lag instead of 10-second lag? Maybe it isn't. Sound off in Fancy Corner.
There is a feature we can enable that will reduce delay, but anyway, just
That's okay.
I mean, I'm just happy that you didn't have any. I don't know. I'm just happy that you didn't. That you aren't taking this too hard. That's all.
You are still outside, Ray?
Yeah.
There's a ship. I mean, there are several ships that occasionally swing by here. Along this river that heads towards Nexus. And normally they just pass by without a thought. But this one's a little different.
What's different about it, John?
There are two women standing at the bow. And the ship has the colors of House Tepet.
Ember, say very quietly. You see it?
Yes.
She already knows where we are. There's no point in trying to hide.
She doesn't know where we are now. She only knows where this place is.
I guess we should get the others.
They don't have access to the manse. If we go in there, they can't see us. Is that what you want?
I don't know. I don't know whether to believe that woman or believe that Tide could be strong enough.
We'll find out. Let's call the others and ready ourselves. Keep the non-combatants inside the manse for now. Choose one of us to stand guard down there.
Just kidding.
Perhaps it should be me.
If that's what you want.
If Exquisite Tide is returned to the drug, she'll feel differently about me than she would normally. She'll feel differently about all of us. I might unbalance her.
Okay.
I'll get the others.
I'll stand watch.
And he picks up totes and cannonballs into the river.
Nice.
Non-combatants. What a cutie.
So for you guys, this is the first time that Totes, I believe, has actually been allowed inside the manse.
Yeah,
really big deal
he
for
is an animal after all.
She.
So
The lady.
Totes immediately, although seemingly kind of perturbed at the idea of having been dunked into a river and then still ends up perfectly dry, walks over to Alvor's sleeping form and curls up at the foot of his bed.
Oh,
True love.
that's really sweet.
Exquisite Tide is going to be here shortly. I would ready yourself. Where is Valeria?
I'll get them. I think they're just cleaning up.
Alfate's shadow wordlessly rises, as if she wasn't even asleep at all, and starts donning her armor.
Oh. As
Yeah, she just straight up Undertakers it.
This is like that.
he's so good.
Core strength.
I would love that. I'll go over and knock on the door of the bathroom.
Yes.
I think we have those visitors that we were expecting. What?
Jorek, you owe me about another 2 orgasms. I swear to Luna, and she...
Jorek? What? Look, okay, I'll be right out.
She
I
gets
really
up
want to
and
step.
you see
I'm not
her
sure if
arch
I'm
her
not-
body, and she perfectly swan dives into the pool and then comes immediately up, stands up, wrings her hair out with one fist, and with a smirk to Valeria, she just stalks right out of the room.
What a badass.
I also will take a dip into the water and then wrap myself in one of the blankets that I carried Speaks of Silence in wearing and head out.
I think you mentioned that Tide might be with your sister?
They're here. Of course, she knows where we are,
Well,
or where this is. Okay. And I'm gonna just start getting dressed in my armor. And okay. Do you know where they are?
On the river? Here? No, not beyond that. We can try to flag them down before she enters Nexus.
Yeah, probably
Just
best.
to make sure that she's...
Find out what state she's in.
That's it. Exactly.
Okay. Totes is in here. Okay. Alvor knows to stay in here. Tyla, hi. 'Cause I'm like clipping on my armor and buckling belts and stuff. You should stay inside.
Tyla
and you
has her eyes a little wide at the nude Lunar who's currently like moving around gathering weapons.
with her beautiful tattoos all over her body. Yep.
Yep.
So you should stay in bed more or less. There's food here. We have an invisible servant, so if you see stuff floating around, don't be alarmed. It means you know him. It doesn't talk. It just does stuff. So it'll probably come out folding a sheet in a couple of minutes from the bathroom. But there's food here.
There's
whenever
just
you
a
need
bottle
it.
of
We'll be back.
Febreze that floats over into the bathroom.
Bottle of
Febreze.
Febreze.
Maybe some Clorox.
It smells like fox fuck in here.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, that was a
That's
thing.
play of the game.
Little cutie butt. Get over here. So
Got it. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue getting armor. Hopefully we don't need to fight.
But just in case.
Tyla, everything's gonna be fine. But if you don't mind, this is Toads, and that sleeping man is Ray's father, Alvor. Just.
I haven't actually met Tyler yet, just as an FYI.
They,
my friend
they
raised.
were in the gardens at the same time.
There
They
you
might
go.
know each other.
Yeah, she was bringing a picnic to them.
He's a lovely old man. Valeria.
Yep.
Could you roll me your wits medicine, please?
I was just thinking something, so I'll see what this is about.
Yay! How'd that go?
1, 2,
Pretty
3,
okay.
4, 5,
It's a lot.
6.
Tyla
7,
isn't showing any
Wait.
evidence of being drugged.
5 successes. Great. Excellent. That's good news.
However, if she was in fact eating from the picnic basket, which you know she was as you saw her do it,
Yeah.
she should be.
Did you drink any of the wine that was in the picnic basket
Oh my,
yesterday?
yes, it was the most wonderful wine. Do you have any?
Yeah, see, that was drugged. So Alvor was also drugged by it. Okay. So it's highly addictive, and it messes with your personality, and does all kinds of really bad things. So we're going to get you off of that. We're gonna get both of you off of that. So I'll be back in an hour or so. If someone should stay down here.
Ember is.
Ember, if either of them starts going into shock or medical arrest or any sort of scary medical thing, just come out, get me. Okay. No. Ember? And I find the jug, which I would have carefully hidden away somewhere, so that our currently addicted people couldn't get to it. Give them the tiniest dose that you can, and then come get me. Guard this with your life. Well,
I will
yes.
do so.
Thank you.
But I would encourage you to make haste. Ray's waiting for you.
Yep. Last buckle. That one takes a while. And then. Joop.
I am also gonna go, and I imagine Speaks of Silence is coming with, and All Fates.
If someone woke all fates up.
Yeah, she
She
went,
Undertaker
great.
it up. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. What a lady.
All Fates actually got out faster than anyone.
Yep.
Hey,
She probably
girl.
sleeps in her own.
Props. I have activated Keen Sight, Keen Hearing, and Diamond Body Prana while I was waiting.
What a boss. I'd like to activate.
Ray's basically just like, I don't know what to do, and just overloads on the senses and makes her skin glitter, and she's like, okay, I feel ready. I feel good.
Great.
All Fates Saved comes out, nods to Ray, and then just melts into the forest.
Oh,
There's our next
classic.
Eventually, everyone else manages to get out.
Yeah, we arrive. Yeah. So, where is she?
I
look
point
down the river.
to the ship, which I can see super well now.
The two women at the bow are Exquisite Tide and a girl who bears a vague resemblance to Valeria. You want to describe her?
I have the same parents. So she's in her early to mid teens. She's maybe 15 by now. She's way prettier than Val. She's like, if Val was a model, this is what she looked like, and 5 years younger.
Yeah, by that.
Now, my
So
question
taller,
is,
slender, great. She holds herself perfectly.
Very poised.
Even though you just see her for a second, you're like, damn.
does Ray take a half second?
All right.
Well, okay.
some hot chick on the boat with Tide. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Hey, that's my sister.
Well, Tide's with someone on the boat. I guess it's...
You can see, by the way, Ray,
Yes.
that Tide is holding a red crystal in her hand.
Tide has a crystal. This is not good.
Okay. I don't want to take unilateral action, but my hope is that we can convince Tide of what needs to be done in Nexus, so we need to speak to her before she goes there.
Yep.
Do I have everyone's permission to try to get her over here?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Um,
I'm ready, and I just kind of like adjust my smashes.
Ray, you still have some flint? Something to start a fire with?
I just use Ember.
Yeah, seriously. He's not there, he's down below, but...
Damn it.
What?
Why
Do
would
I
I
have
have
any-
flint?
You're trying to.
Yeah, I'm gonna light an arrow here. I don't
Um,
actually have any, I have a ton of charms I can buy. Is there...
I mean, I have survival. I'm sure I could,
Um,
start a fire with the bee stuff around.
I just glow my cast mark.
Is it hot enough to light an arrow?
No, it's just bright enough that they might be able to see it.
Oh, there you go. That's the ticket. Okay, so we, turn Val's face to face
No,
the...
I just look towards them and start waving.
Do you, put your hand in front of it, like Morse code, like... dee 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 dee?
But my hand can't block it. I can do this and they'll still see it. That's how bright it is.
The ship drops anchor about maybe 400 meters from where you are.
I position myself well tactically, but don't travel much distance.
Ray, you see... You can also hear at this point. It could be dangerous. Please stay on the ship. I wouldn't want to see you hurt.
She's leaving Hope on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
An exquisite tide leaps off the bow and slides along the top of the river as it freezes under her feet, pushing off every once in a while, skating towards you. And then about 100 meters, she hops off the river and lands on the bank. Her hair has now been split into 2 pigtails, which basically explode outwards to the side. She looks into her hand and she picks up the crystal. And then she throws it as hard as she can. And it lands about halfway between your line and hers.
Is she currently carrying her Goemon?
Yes. And she's armored up.
So does that mean you fought it off? Or are you here to tell us that you're taking that again? Sorry, projecting my voice across the distance. It's not that far.
She spins the Gormal, and it moves effortlessly in her hands until she's holding it by its head. And she puts her hands out and rotates it so that the shaft of the Gormal is pointed down, not into the dirt, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to walk, but pointed down. And then she walks forward.
Would we know if that action was to be taken as aggressive or as a look, I'm not...
She's attempting to
Very
appear non-aggressive, but she's also not leaving the Gormal behind.
Okay.
But this would be like the equivalent of you taking your sword and then holding it hilt first towards your opponent.
Yep.
Okay.
Aragorn also has some ideas in the chat that may or may not be a good thing.
Got it. Detective.
Uh,
I'm gonna also show that like my hands are empty. And just step forward.
I'll turn my spirit point down.
Tide, it's fantastic to see you again. You look very well. Why are you here, Tide?
I would like someone to take possession of my weapon so that I can speak with Ray.
I reach out my hand, but I am gonna read intentions.
Okay.
Because I'm curious. Intimacies toward Ray in that moment.
All right. That's an interesting question. Her guile is 4.
Spend. Ooh, I'm gonna spend.
Yeah, seriously, the way that Ray shows like non-aggression is that she's
Well,
holding
that
a
was
sword.
kind of intentional. It's like, look, I'm not... I mean, I'm armed. Let's be honest.
Please tell me you botched.
No. I wish I like botches. Oh, the last one was that business plan. I got 6 successes.
6 successes?
Yes.
Major intimacy. Penitence. Major intimacy. What would this word be? I will protect Ray with every ounce of strength I can muster, myself or others.
Yeah. Shit.
My brain somehow registered that as attack. I was like, no.
Fucking kill her!
We aren't.
Kill her!
No one else is dropping their jaw, clearly.
I continue to reach out my hand. I mean, as long as she'd like to speak to you.
She nods and she lets the shaft fall into your hand. It is massive. How much strength do you have?
3. I'm gonna need a second.
That's enough for you not to embarrass yourself, but you'll have to pull it in. As
I am taking her weapon and just kind of like moving back towards Ray with it. Just look over at Ray and nod towards Exquisite Tide.
There's a brief moment when I make eye contact with Jorek that
I
remember our earlier conversation, and then I just kind of shake it aside.
It's fine.
Yeah.
She's here to talk to you.
What do you think? I just look to her and I nod back.
She's waiting, still halfway between where she stopped, like where Jorek went out to meet her. She's just waiting there.
I'm gonna take off my smash fists and toss them to Jorek.
Can I carry both? Well, I mean, they're just like gloves, right? There can't be that.
For a bit, though, like, you'd feel useless with your hands if you wore them, probably, but they're not like...
They actually weigh about 10 pounds.
Well, damn.
Then I start walking towards her.
Where do you stop? Just like walk, smack, walk.
Just keep walking like into her.
don't know. I'll stop like 10 feet away. Just cross my arms.
We use kind of a combination of pounds and kilograms. Like,
I don't know what we're talking about.
Our parents learned Imperial, so a lot of us remember it.
we also recognize that the majority of our audience may also use pounds.
Yeah.
She drops to one knee, and she bows her head in front of you.
What are you doing? Wait.
I've treated you very badly, sister.
I flinch at that word, because I know that it's true. Get up. Just get up. This, please. Rise or whatever.
She stands, towering over you.
I'm not the one you need to do all this for.
Someone sent someone worse than an assassin for me.
What happened?
They tried to get me addicted to the drug again.
Some people were under the impression that you were.
I did my best because I feared for Valeria's sister's safety. I didn't want to risk open war in an area already so torn.
I am gonna read intentions on that.
Okay.
Can I hear any of this?
She is about 50 meters from you, and she's not making any effort to be quiet. So yes, you can hear her.
That's 2, so it doesn't work.
I read intentions for 3. I don't think that's enough to work on that.
Yeah, no, 2 is not enough. Sorry, Valeria?
Yeah, I got 3. That's
No.
it. That's all I got.
I've spent the past few months doing whatever I could to help her. Thinking that maybe if I could help her somehow, it would teach me what I needed to know.
What did you need to know?
How to get past an addiction. How to put my life back on the correct track. To remember the lessons that I learned a long time ago. I needed to be away from anyone who was chosen, and to reflect on you,
On me.
on Mother. On any who would tell me what I should and should not believe.
And at this, I realize that maybe there's a chance that Tide doesn't know. Tide, you've called me sister all this time.
Yes.
Did you know?
Yes.
How?
Because Mother spoke of you.
Thought I was her disappointment. Did she use me as like a cautionary tale or something? What would happen if you didn't behave?
She used you as an example of why your kind needed to be eradicated.
How did she even know? She left before I exalted.
She's been
Long
trying to annex Nexus for the past 20 years.
So she got you hooked on the drug and filled your head with ideas that how your sister is solar and they all need to be killed. That's really fucked. That's fucked up even for her.
Yes.
Is the stream still okay, everyone? The table was just bumped.
Yep.
Okay. I met her. By the way, really a piece of work. A lot of the anger that I felt towards you, it's amazing how much of it just vanished by looking that woman in the face. Hearing what she said.
I don't blame you.
I'm starting to not blame you. It's going to take some time, but well, I think you have to be pretty tough to put up with that.
Not tough enough.
I don't know. In your shoes, maybe the same would have happened to me. I was lucky, really. I get that now.
I commandeered a small contingent of soldiers and managed to arrange passage on the ship that Mother sent for me. She doesn't know about them right now. I've asked them to make sure that Hope is safe.
Can you trust them?
The soldiers?
Yes.
Yes.
She's dead.
Hope's dead?
Not Hope. Tepet Deep Fury. How you knew her. I will not call her mother. She's dead. If you want to
free?
laugh, cry, scream, or punch something, feel free. I did all of those things pretty much within 1 minute.
Am I free?
As free as you want to be, I guess. Yeah.
Did you kill her?
Kind of wish I had, and I'm kind of glad I didn't.
I wish I had too. And I'm glad I didn't.
I'd like to jump in really quick, read intentions on that statement, that last one.
Yep.
I wish I had, but I'm glad I didn't. No botch. I only got 3 though, so.
Who are you reading on?
I'm tied, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a good. Very intentions already too. Yeah, great idea.
Is your father safe?
It was a close call. Very close. There were some rash decisions made, but he's fine. As fine as he can be, I guess.
Ray, the ship is expected.
By who?
Tepet Deep Fury.
I shrug.
They have not
gone.
met hope. I don't know what to do.
I'm sure Val wants.
Hi, chat. Three times in one day, huh? Three times in one day. Anyway, the sirens are at my end, yes. For some reason, I live relatively close to a freeway, and I must be close to a fire station. There's a lot of fire trucks that go by here. Who's glad this didn't happen during the marathon session? I have no idea why this is happening today more than other days. It's not the first time that we've used this PC on their end. It's not. It just seems to be a thing that she's decided she wants to do. Maybe we can disconnect the power button? I'm not sure. But these things happen. I apologize for the inconvenience. It isn't Twitch though. It's literally just their PC. No, I don't want it to happen last week or next week. Anti-bird spikes. But yeah, we do get Scott's smolder look in the meantime. That is actually Scott's. I don't know if that's his current headshot, but it is a headshot of Scott's that he's used.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my god!
So
Does it show my
look
headshots?
over the?
Yeah, it shows your headshot because that's your Google photo.
Oh my god.
over the power button.
I'll be changing that soon. Hey. I'm really hoping people got
Good God.
to hear Liz go, "Gah!"
No.
No, of course not. The
Well,
second
we're going
they
Super
press the
Saiyan
button.
over here, folks.
Oh my god. No, it's Ripley. And normally Ripley's okay. Normally it's Ella because she knows exactly what she's doing. The problem with Ripley is she's so cute and she doesn't know what she's doing.
I think
Everybody-
she's learned that if she pushes that button, she gets a brief burst of attention.
Yep.
Hey, it's like a thing. It's like
Yep. Pavlovian.
a response thing.
Yeah.
A behavioral, whatever.
The new ramen bowl is still okay. Thank you for asking, Captain. Can we minimize that Malwarebytes
Coming up.
window, please? Thank you.
I'll get a ding dong in a minute.
Oh, where were we? She's dead.
She's dead, you didn't kill her.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Jorek just tried to find out how she felt about that and did not succeed the roll.
Right.
I can send the ship forward. I can go in there. I don't know if I trust anyone who's left there with hope. I've done my best to make sure that she isn't drugged.
I mean, I don't know. The plan of just get everyone outside of the city into the manse, we're running out of room in the manse.
Ray,
Yeah.
I don't need to call you sister any longer, and you don't need to show me any affection. You honestly don't need to show me anything, but I know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. But you can rest assured that right now I'm going to keep Hope safe for your sake and Valeria's.
We should let Hope see her sister.
We should.
Can we bring her out? Do you trust the people on the ship to not say anything about where we are? You're the only one who knows where the manse is.
The Tepet sailors who are on that ship are now indisposed.
Did you say they are now indisposed?
Those who weren't part of my contingent are no longer aboard.
It's cold.
Okay. Well, let's bring the others up anyway.
Of course.
Unless there's anything else you want to say.
I'm sorry.
It's not necessary.
Perhaps it was the influence of a drug. Perhaps I was trying the best that I could to win my mother's love, but I am sorry.
I'm sorry that she raised you.
One day, maybe, I would like to meet your father.
That might be possible.
I'd like to find out. I'd like to find out how he was different.
In every possible way.
I imagine he was shorter than my father.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. He couldn't sing at all. When I knew her, she had a really beautiful voice.
You start noticing a storm cloud rolling in.
Oh
Very quickly from the east. But there's no breeze.
Oh no.
We've seen this before.
Yeah, we
it
have. Was it the Death Lord's
Lord?
Cloud?
Was it?
Oh no. Actually, let's hold that thought.
If Val sees it,
I think we need to get Hope off that ship right now.
if I see it, I'm going to run for the ship.
Across the water.
Well, like along the bank until I get close to
Kate,
the
sorry,
ship.
you're tapping into the mic through your elbows. And I think we'll end the session here. We're back to our old tricks, making sure that an Exaltwitch session lasts only the morning.
Because
Frankly, I don't know what the play of the game's going to be. But I know we're going to find out soon, thanks to you. An abbreviated John's Fancy Corner coming up in just a few moments.
here I was like building like Val's like agitation and like I need
Bring
to
it
make
in
sure
next
she's all right.
time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right.
For the record, the cats are ineligible for play of the game as they did nothing but try to stop the game.
Yeah. Betches.
Get a player who disconnects from the game. Like, play of the game, the disconnect. Like, what?
Oh yeah, you should take that link that Captain Daft posted.
Like military switch cover.
I think it's just literally a Switch cover. But let's find out. Let's find out.
Ooh, fun.
Oh my god,
my
it's
God, that's super
amazing,
cool.
Captain Daff. I'm so
I was
sorry I
picturing
ever
just
doubted
like
you.
a clear plastic box of a
Oh.
red button sort of thing.
Captain Daft, this is the
That's
greatest
much
thing I've ever
cooler.
seen.
Beautiful!
A thing of beauty.
Oh, I know.
And hashtag Jorek boner.
Oh boy.
Magic boner. Magic boner.
A dumb question. How the heck? Oh, while it's on. Okay, never mind. I understand. I was like, how would I turn on my computer, Grubermensch?
I didn't realize that that's the case, Artemis. Yeah, I did start laughing when the stream froze, and I was talking as Tide. That could have been something else entirely.
Oh boy. Oh, folks. That was a very odd couple of scenes today. I mean, I love it, but you shut up over there, cat. Oh boy.
For the record, Team Tide, Exquisite Tide's hair is still as long as it's always been.
Yeah, they're like hugely long pigtails.
He's so funny.
Like Pretty Sammy. Actually, just look up Pretty Sammy. She has long blue pigtails. There you go. Actually, I'm gonna Google that just in case it's something terrible.
So
These
What?
are amazing,
Legit.
guys. You're geniuses.
what is this that you're laughing over? Like in the chat, or
Everything in the chat's
Everyone's
writing.
play the game suggestions.
Speaks of silence, claiming Jorek owes her orgasms. Jorek getting chastised for not giving enough. Like,
I love it. Oh my god.
Did we make a Tide? I don't know whether we made an oath with Tide.
We definitely, when she left,
Like go north and don't
we said,
come
yeah,
back
come, like
for,
don't
like,
come
the last
within
little while,
near
but,
us.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at the
Ugh.
summaries and figure out because
Brilliant.
I'll remember, like, it was right before we left.
I
to go meet the-
believe,
Oh,
for
boy.
what it's worth, that the spirit of the oath was that she was just not supposed to follow you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll check the wording of it and stuff as well from.
Yeah, I
my
believe
notes.
that's what we meant.
Who's gonna die next?
Oh, boy.
Hey, look, she's near some water.
All right, so today's play of the game is going to Jorek, but today's other play of the game, we're gonna.
Jorek! Oh boy, guys, I don't
I don't understand. Like he wanted to tell her that the option was there. Like I don't understand what the issue is. I'm so confused.
Yes, Tyla's like, oh, I'm asleep. So chill.
I also liked Embers. You know,
Rub
if you
my
touch
head.
my head,
Great things
you might get
happen.
lucky. Wait, what?
Oh. My favorite
So the
thing
poll
about
is
all
up.
of this is that
Jorek
is
owes Silence an orgasm or two, Valence and the bath, and
Hmm.
Rainbow and the bacon.
Really? Like,
Jorek already won play of the game.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's
true.
true.
Yay!
This is a bonus play of the game.
Yes.
Bonus Jorek.
And while that's voting is happening, let me ask then, what did you learn? We're going to start with Kate.
I learned that Val is super anxious to see her sister again, and is very close from just like jumping over people to do so.
Ah, how the tables have turned. I love it.
Be a shame if someone were to
And then she's
kill
gonna
her.
be like, "Do you have both your arms?"
And
Do
then
you have
Ray's
both
gonna
your
be super
legs?"
obnoxious and be like,
You're
"No,
still a
Val,
bitch."
it's not important. Turn back, Val. Come back."
Wow.
She's
And
not
then
gonna
there's
do
just
that.
be like spear like one, but it's gonna land like 1 inch like away from, or it wouldn't kill you.
Ray,
Into the-
Kate, or Liz. Blah. Sorry, there's words on the screen in front of me, and I'm trying to read them, and it's
Yeah,
screwing me up.
Ray learned that she's not angry with Tide. She has a lot of anger when she thinks of Tide, but it's no longer directed at Tide. And she learned that she's not sure where she and Val stand right now.
Yeah, I want you to have that conversation. Like,
Scott.
I learned that Jorek is not a selfish lover, or he does not have boundaries. Actually, in all seriousness, guys, like weird awkwardness aside, because I don't actually. Anyway, no, fuck it. All this aside, Jorek learned that he doesn't want to use this power that the Fae has given him. Like, I feel like he feels not dirty, but that it's an attack. And he doesn't want to like hurt people with it. Yeah. Oh, that's what he's learned today. Anyway,
Okay.
like, it's weird, you know. I say Jorek, of course. Crosshair, I'm gonna go with like a 2, because it's been like a night. I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, we just need to
Crosshair's
find someone
question.
competent
Yeah.
to help assemble a new council, not
Well, and change the narrative again, right?
again.
and again.
I like how the chat just really likes Exquisite Tide.
Everyone loves Exquisite Tide. Exquisite Tide's
Fabulous.
a boss. She almost killed us
Yep.
multiple times.
Several times, yep. Then we
Why?
almost killed her
Yeah.
once.
You can say.
Now,
More than once. So that's it for the play of the game. Jorek
Yay.
owes Silence an orgasm or two, one
Well,
in a-
Wow, Maui.
in a pretty
Well, so-
big landslide.
Speak of silence, I guess.
So this was an odd session today, folks. What with our 3 disconnects, what with our sorting our feelings out, our fifis out. When's the next time we can play, guys?
I think next,
Next
week.
week?
Yeah, we can play next week.
Is that gonna be Hessian 50?
Session 50 happens. Exaltwitch right here, Sunday, 6 p.m. Monday, what's happening, Scott?
Ooh, I think I imagine Sergei is going back to space. It might be something a bit different though tomorrow, guys. Tune in and find out if I manage to get it up and going.
At what time, Scott?
Oh, 4 p.m. EDT.
Tuesday? Is the Scream stream?
Daduce is
Or it's
back
Deduce?
to see if he gets on with Bella Goth again.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah, exactly. Oh boy.
Wednesday, it looks like there's going to be another RPG clinic coming at you.
Yay!
Thursday,
I will be streaming more of the Talos Principle.
Are you playing Talos Principle?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay,
Holy
we're gonna talk
shit,
later. We're gonna
Scott
talk later. It's
just
gonna be
lost
great.
Friday,
Punchy! It's been too long. As in, I took 1 week off, and I'm losing my mind. So gonna be getting really stoked for that.
Thanks for tuning in, Vero.
Thank you.
Saturday.
I think we can actually finally get back to some Story Saturday.
You know what I heard?
What?
I heard the next chapter of Dream Machine is coming out super soon.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed it's out by next Saturday. If not, we'll find something else to play. There's a bunch of options.
Yeah.
Very excited.
As always, folks, I have to thank you for tuning in, especially because we had some people who are new. We appreciate that, of course. I am going to run through this pretty fast, though. She Who Knows 10,000 Things, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for keeping us all in check. Captain Daff, you're hot on the button when it comes to getting us those recaps, and apparently we've got something for 50. Same with Real Brick Wall, which I'm anxious to see.
It's actually all it's going to be.
It's like that says, "Oh, we hit the wall."
Happy Cthulhu. I look forward to your rewatch of this.
Oh boy.
And I'll get a chance to meet you, along with anyone else who can make it to Winnipeg for the end of May for FanQuest. I will be there, along with JT Silver, Julian Stemboli, and Amber Goldfarb. We're still streaming. We are still looking forward to it. The Crosshair with 69 bits. Gotta get them bits thrown in there. It is always a pleasure to run this game with you guys, even when we have technical difficulties. But thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for being the bestest, John.
We love you guys. And you. And you. And you.
Kev Dess like, yeah, I won't be in Winnipeg. Either way, it's thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next time. Don't forget that there's going to be a new stream starting up where Scott and I will be running some nets against each other.
Oh boy.
So we have that to look forward to as well. From all of us here, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for episode 50.
Whoa! A for awkward. It's not gonna be that awkward.
Thanks and good night.
Good night.